What's up, YouTube? Gunman here again. Got another session for you. We are going to be deadlifting today. And yes, I am wearing the same stuff from yesterday. So don't judge. But I don't know. I like the sweater. It's not that it's cold. I just like training with it. And then these shorts are kind of just the go-to for me when I'm training. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, we're deadlifting, and today's goal is something with 345 or 365, and it kind of just depends. Um, the last deadlift session I did 345 for a set of 3, and for whatever reason, I'm thinking today maybe the same thing, or maybe 2 sets of 2 on that. I will say that when I did the 345 last time, it was significantly easier than the last time I did, a set of triple. So we'll see. I think my goal is that 345 is easy, and while maybe the lift will look slow, it'll feel easier on me. And if that happens, I think that's a successful day. So we are trying to get to 400. I think that'll be like well, for what, if I'm able to hit 400, I'm able to buy more weight plates. But yeah, that's really the benchmark to progress to the next stage of my deadlifting, is hitting 400. So I've already done some warm-ups. I've already stretched and everything. I have 135 on the bar. I like starting with 135, and yeah, if you think that the camera is further away, it is, just because it was hard to get a good angle from where it originally was. So yeah, but for now, we're just gonna do 135, and we'll be right back. I'm feeling good. I think for the longest time, deadlift was it was always like my better lift. I was able to hit 365 at 180 body weight, so that's pretty good. And then it's the lift though that I just wish I was better at, just because I have such a weak bench. I was in my head, I'm like, if I can have a good deadlift, fuck it, I'll take it. Whatever the bench is, I don't care. But that felt good. So I'm gonna pause here. I do have some other things on my mind, and we'll talk about it in a bit. But if anything, I might do one more set and not record it, just another warm up, and then I'll start recording once we start, adding the weight. So I'll be right back. I'm back. I do that all the time, so get used to it. Got to 25 on the bar. I did another set of 3 on 135. I'm not gonna lie, it ain't feeling well. Not that my back is in pain or anything like that. I don't know, not feeling good. So we're gonna make the most of it though. So let me hit 225. Probably gonna do it for 1 rep, maybe 2, most likely 1. So. I felt better than the 135. I usually try to stay with, double overhand as much as I can, and then I'll switch over to a mix. I've improved my grip strength over the last few years, something I never cared for. In fact, I have some chalk that I'm going to put on once I get to the top set. And that's the one thing I've improved on, and maybe if other people want to share their experiences. I used to not be able to do 275 without chalk. Like, I don't know, my grip would like either fail or, I don't know, it just felt heavy. It was weird. So I would always put chalk at that point, or I would use straps, whatever the case was. And that's how I continued to deadlift. Well then, about 2 years ago, well, to be honest, this year is when I really focused on grip strength. And I got to the point where I can deadlift up until the set before my top set. So I would only have to, I should have just said this, I only have to put chalk on the top set of the day. And even then, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, I hit 365 for 1 rep, no chalk. To me, that was a big improvement. I would love to continue to build the strength so I don't have to use chalk, but something about the chalk makes deadlifting more comfortable for me. So, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And, if you all have your own stories, feel free to share them. So yeah, today I am going to be using chalk on the top set, but I'm going to try 275 double overhand. Most likely not. That's the next improvement I want to do, is try to get to at least 315 double overhand. But I'm ways away from that. So, but that's the goal. So let me set up 275, we'll be right back. I'm back. Honestly, that was like a minute. I went to go get some water. I'm just gonna do this now. So, let's get it. Oh. I was about to come and put stop recording, but I actually wanted to say something. That felt good. One thing I'm trying to pay attention to is locking out my knees. I noticed in my other videos that I wasn't locking out at the top, so I'm going to be conscious of that. However, it just might not happen, but I'll try to be more aware of that. Felt good. I'm gonna put 315 next, and then I might just go straight to the top set of 345. Yeah, that's the plan. Ideally, I would like to do 135, 225, 315. For whatever reason, the jump from 225 to 315 is still like a lot for me. Like, it kind of just shocks me to the point where the next lift is just weaker. So for now, I still do a 275 filler, and it definitely just feels better. But yeah, so let me set up. Like I said, we're doing 315 next, and listening to the John Wick, or the song that's called Blood Code from the latest John Wick movie, when he's fighting, I think the guy's name is Killa. Great scene, by the way. And love the song, so yeah. We're back. Got 315 on the bar. Sorry, I didn't take a breath and I tried talking. It was funny. Anyways, 315 on the bar, no chalk. We are doing mixed grip, so hopefully this is okay. And then we'll just jump to 345. Didn't say this at the beginning of the video, but today is Friday, December 27th. So this is just for my sake. When I go back and listen to this, I put the right title. So, all right, let's do 315. That was not a good rep. Yeah, not much to say about it. But I am gonna go up to 345 because I'm stubborn. So, I think I started with my hips instead of my legs and my back. Almost like I didn't pull it. It was weird. Like I almost used my lumbar and my hip to pick up the weight. Anyways, I'm gonna be a little more careful on that on the next one. But yeah, so it felt good still as far as like the weight moving. So I think 345 is gonna be okay, but maybe lower my expectations. We'll see. I don't think I have really. Oh well, actually, I don't know if anyone is keeping up with college football, but look, I'm a fan of the way they've kind of moved on from this whole, the 1 and the 2, number 1, number 2 ranked team playing against each other for the championship. I'm cool with that. And then they went into the college football playoffs. Cool. And now they're doing this, right, where it's 12 teams. I don't have any horse in this race. I don't care who wins. If, being from Texas, cool if UT, wins it. I mean, I won't be, happy. I'm just gonna be whatever. If they lose, I don't care. So, but I will say this. I would like for it to be more of an NFL format in the sense that the highest or the teams that get the bye, you play the lowest rank left, right? If you're the number 1, and for whatever reason the number 12 team wins, then you play the 12th team, right? The 12th ranked team. Not this set bracket that I think punishes teams, like for example, what's that face? I think Arizona State. To be honest, I don't know the bracket off the top of my head. I just know Arizona State playing Texas. Kind of not fair, but if anything, it makes sense, right? Because then, anyways, I argued against my own point. I would like for the highest. I can't talk. I would like for teams that get the bye to play the lowest ranked team. There. Simple. Sorry. Because right now, the way they have it, right, the 4 teams, when they win their conference, I'm okay with that. I think winning the conference should matter. So Arizona State getting the 4, I'm cool with that. They deserve it. They won their stuff. Granted, you can get into all these, these details about the schedule they play and who they choose to play and whatnot, but look, man, college football is fucking crazy. And then with NIL, which I'm cool for, the players finally get the money that these schools are making millions off of. I have my own issues with the college system, and I'll go into that maybe in another video. For now, we'll keep it on college football. But yeah, I mean, we went from the playoffs to the NIL deal, but man, college football has gone through some crazy stuff the last decade or so. So it is what it is. But the games do become a little exciting as they near the championship. So I'm excited to see what happens. Yeah, we're gonna set 345. It's gonna be a good goal. think this video is gonna be a little shorter than my previous ones. We'll see. Yeah, let's do 345, and we'll be right back. All right, we got 345 on the bar, and I got my chalk. Let me get the, so for now, I'm using, let's see if this can focus. Probably not, but this is the brand I'm using. It's a liquid chalk. It's less messy around the garage, so I told my wife that I would use that instead. Anyways, so I'm letting it dry. And you know what? It does pretty good. It does the job, so I'm not complaining. Actually, just want to talk about the deadlift in general. So, you know, one thing that I've kind of like learned, you know, just from watching so many people, if you're like discouraged or like you don't know if you want to try it or not because of how you'll look, man, and look, you can watch so many like videos on this, and trust me, I am no expert, but I wouldn't be so concerned on how you look. You know, I think there's a lot of form police out there who will kind of critique it, and what I could say is, the only thing I can say is, everyone is completely different. Everyone's built different. You might have a taller torso, shorter arms. You might have shorter torso and longer arms, or a combination of both, right? And all that changes your deadlift. So you might not look textbook the way you see videos online, right? Like, this is how to deadlift. And that's okay. That's okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. A lot of people will start commenting, like if you were to post a video, or you know, in person someone comes up to you like, you're gonna hurt yourself, and I completely understand that, and I agree that deadlifting itself already puts you at a high risk of injury, without perfect form. You know what I mean? You know, I've seen injuries, or you know, injury videos, and these are like professional people, right? They do this for a living, and they get hurt, right? So obviously sticking to this perfect form and just being in your head like that, it's not always the best thing. And plus, your form, as obvious as it is, will diminish as you put weight on the bar. And sure, you can listen to the obvious and not put the weight on the bar and just stick to what you're doing until you perfect it, and then you add, you know, your weight. But at the end of the day, like, I just think if you've mastered your own motion, your body, you understand your body, you're going to be able to put that weight on the bar, lift it, and sure, you're not going to look like the science book on the internet, but, you know, I think you'll be fine. And that's coming from me, a complete amateur in this. And I just think people worry too much about this whole textbook and how it looks and whatnot, and how you're risking injury and whatnot. You know, another example is like having a belt and whatnot. Like, again, all these things are to lower the risk of injury, and I'm with it, like, all the way, like 1000%. However, it's not going to stop you from getting injured, right? If you have a belt on and you're squatting, that belt is not going to stop you from bending over like a taco if you can't lift the bar, right? Or if you can't lift the weight that's on the bar. So I just think, one, watch people. You'll learn. They have so much knowledge to offer. You can just pick up on things. But two, and most importantly, you got to do things yourself, because only you will understand, right, how your body reacts to certain movements. A little bit of a rant there, but it's just something that I've seen these last years, like just watching people and watching the comments. And trust me, I don't know when to brag because my lifts are so like mediocre. But I like what I do. I trust myself, and if I were to get hurt, then it is just meant to be. So we're gonna hit this, and hopefully it looks good. I still don't know what the goal is. I'm just gonna do it. So here we go. Whew. I hope it looked okay. It felt good. I did 2 reps. I'm gonna do 1 more. And I think what I'll do after that, I'll knock it down from 345 to 295, and I'll do the set 5 there. I'm trying to wrap up in like 20 minutes. Also, battery is close to dying. I did charge it, so I'm gonna have to see if I need to get a new battery or what. But yeah, so 2 reps felt good. Gonna do another set, and if the battery lasts, I'll record the last set, which will be like 295 for like 5 or 3. I don't know, but I think the goal this week is just to get back into it. Usually when I take 2 days off in a row, I feel off. I only like taking 1 day off before, or 1 day off and go back into training. I don't like taking multiple days off. That's just me. You know, I know it's, you know, you give your body some rest, but personally, what works for me is just taking 1 day off. If I take 2, and there was one time I took 3, I definitely feel like significantly weaker. So, but could be I'm losing me wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna pause it here, and then I'll come back to do 1 more set, and that should be it. All right, so, sorry, I had gas, I was gonna burp. There it is. I'm gonna do my second set, 345. I'll have to do that, talk for a little bit, and then we'll have to wrap it up. You guys see what's going on with this battery because it's just dying so fast. Probably just have to get a new one, and it's fine. So yeah, we'll hit it, and let's just see how it goes. That felt good. Probably didn't look good, but it felt good for me. So, battery's gonna die. Gonna have to cut it. Wish I could talk more, but it is what it is. So, that's 345, 2 sets of 2. Gonna do some accessory work. Anyways, I'll improve this battery situation. Hope you all enjoy, and have a good Friday. Hope you all have a good weekend. Probably be back here until Sunday. So, peace.